Reflections by our young adults, David deGarennes, Talia Divine Woods, and Joseph M. deGarennes. Go ahead, please.
Hi, my name is David deGarennes, and I go to Plainfield Central High School in Illinois.
Hi, my name is Joseph deGarennes, and I'm a sophomore at Plainfield Central.
This video about the Birmingham's Children's Crusade was powerful and very emotional. Seeing these young people, some even younger than teenagers, stand up for justice and equal rights was both inspiring and heartbreaking. This showed incredible strength and made me reflect on how serious and unfair segregation was and how determined people were to change it. I was aware of the broader civil rights movement, especially events led by leaders like Martin Luther King, but I did not fully understand how significant this role of the children was in Birmingham. Learning that this protest lasted for about a week and involved thousands of students was eye-opening. It showed how that young people were not just bystanders in history, they were active participants who helped push the movement forward. This is definitely something that should be talked about more in school and communities. This Birmingham Children's Crusade teaches lessons about courage, peaceful protest, and leadership. It also helps people understand the sacrifices made to secure these civil rights and many benefits from today. These stories encourage meaningful conversations about justice and equal rights and just standing up for yourself.
This knowledge is extremely valuable for young people today, knowing that children and teenagers played a major role in attempting to make America better. Can be empowering. It shows that age does not limit the ability to create change. Understanding this history can inspire young people to become informed, engaged citizens who work towards improving their communities in positive, peaceful ways. Overall, the Birmingham Children's Crusade is an important part of American history that deserves attention, respect, and continued discussion.
This is all for us. Thank you.
And now we have Talia, please.
Greetings, Chicago ACL woman and ministry. My name is Talia Woods. Thank you for inviting me to your celebration of 100 years of Black history. I'm 15 years old, a sophomore at Plainfield East. I love bowling and any form of art, such as pottery, drawing, and painting. Today, I will be sharing my thoughts on the Children's Birmingham March. I think it's powerful that thousands of children ages 4 through 18 want to be heard, knowing the dangers behind it. These children are being arrested, attacked by dogs, sprayed with water hoses. But after one group was cleared out, another group came marching, and the children in crowded jails sang songs to bring them together. This is an event everyone should have at least heard of. I myself was aware of this event, but I haven't been reminded about this since early elementary school. And that's why I feel like this should not only be taught in school, but consistently openly talked about within communities. The Children's March impacted every single American, such as when the march caught the attention of President John F. Kennedy and the urgency of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other civil rights leaders. A year later, President John F. Kennedy created the Civil Rights Act in 1964 to end segregation, bringing society closer than ever. This is very valuable to young people, especially because they are watching kids their age speak up for their beliefs and make inspiring changes. Like when Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. asked the parents who would march with him, and then the adults raised their hand. The children knew that if they didn't, who would? Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had hesitated to allow the children to involve themselves because young people are typically seen as weak. But as we've all seen, the children came together, and through God's strength, they were able to withstand water hoses going 100 piles per inch until there wasn't enough pressure to knock them down. And that's when victory became the children's. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. witnessed the children's spirit in this event and inspired him to move forward and keep speaking up for what's right. Finally, the Birmingham Children's March is powerful, inspiring, effective, striking, and overall just beautiful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity to share my thoughts and to be heard.
Thank you so much, my young people, for sharing your thoughts on the March on Birmingham, 1963.